What's up, y'all? It's the Boss Eddie. I got something to address. Serious matter. I mean, it's going through Missouri. You may not keep up with the politics. You may not keep up with the news and the regulations and what's going on here in Missouri, but we got a serious issue. And if you care about hemp products, CBD products. If your grandma takes CBD, if you like coming to the shop and buying our products, or if you got a favorite other smoke shop, vape shop that you like to visit and frequent to throughout Missouri, that you go to for your products, um, there's a serious issue at hand that you needs to be addressed. It needs to be out. It needs to be publicized so folks knows what's going on. Um, we got a petition here. You can come by any of our stores and a lot of stores throughout Missouri. So House Bill 2641 got voted through to go to the governor's desk. What House Bill 2641 does is it bans all hemp products besides for drinks. They left a little loophole there for drinks, but all your CBD products, all your CBN products, all your THCA products, all of them, they're gonna be banned. Trump had signed an executive order a while back when the government was shut down, and in that order was a ban on hemp, and that goes into effect in November. Now, they are relooking at things, and there could be a possibility that regulations get put in and that time frame gets extended. But that doesn't matter here in Missouri because House Bill 2641 was put into play. So that means, all the shops like me, like Grateful Heads, all your all your local smoke shop that you go to and frequent to, that you may go get some gummies at, or you may go get, some herb at. Those shops will no longer be selling those products. And it's for a lot of these shops, it may potentially put them out of business. Some of these shops, that's their main basis. And it's crazy to think that, when we first started, these products started becoming popular and we started carrying them, a lot of your dispensaries, they would talk bad about us and, talk so bad about these products and the flour that we had on our shelves and, downplay us. But now, and we always preach all along, some of these same products are on your dispensary shelves. And now we're in a situation where, they want to take these products from us and put them just on dispensary shelves. So it's the only place you can get it. And that's a monopoly. That's monopoly. When you take something from someone else and make it so that only you can have it, and that's monopoly. That's greed. The plant should be for everybody. People enjoy these products and they try to label it out as, oh, well, these products are getting in the hands of kids. These products are designed and packaged to be formulated to entice kids. They try to say these Skittle packaging and, different kind of packaging. And that's, there's been black market products around forever. If you smoke, you've seen these products, and they're trying to play it out as folks look, kids come in our stores and just shop basically, and that's not the case. We've been IDing and self-regulating with age verification, for a long time, and our stores ain't designed for kids. There's nothing in our stores that kids don't shop with us. But they try to say that these products are enticing. They try to say the Skittle packaging and stuff like that. And that's their main argument is the kids' safety. But meanwhile, you can go to Walmart. A 13-year-old could go to Walmart right now, walk down the alcohol aisle, get them a Mountain Dew hard Mountain Dew. Well, Mountain Dew has these new drinks out, you know, enticing the kids that, They can go right there and pick it up off the shelf. They can pop the top and walk through Walmart if they wanted to. I mean, what's stopping them besides for getting caught? Sickle, Popsicle, the brand, just came out with the alcohol beverage. So they talk about they talk about these products being enticing to kids that we sell. Meanwhile, the alcohol business has been doing it for a very long time. So it seems wild to me that, they want to use that argument. But they did carve out beverages. Everything will be banned besides for beverages. Why do you think that is? Because the alcohol industry also has their hands in this monopoly, and then they're also getting a slice of this pie too. So therefore, you carve out something that they sell, the alcohol companies, and they distribute and manufacture. They want their slice of the pie. So, they carved out the drink. So they banned all other products besides for, drinks. We'll be able to have drinks, but that's about it. But, big marijuana, big alcohol, they're having their way, doing what they want, spending the money, to make things happen. And that's what it is. Only thing we have at this point is our voice. You can come by any of our stores. You can do this on your own free will. You can reach out to us if need more information. But, just a testimony to what, these products and what the bull crap that's going on. And, regardless if you do the products or not, if you think this is messed up, it ain't right, let your voice be heard, freedom of speech, and, the same thing's going on in Texas, and folks are taking it very serious, and they're, writing letters to the governor saying, this ain't right. And Texas is turning around, there's potential veto on their bill that they signed to ban hemp down there too. So a change can come and we can fight back, but we need, everyone's help throughout Missouri just to, look at the bigger picture and say, hey, we see what y'all are doing and this ain't right. Folks ask, why don't you just open up a dispensary yourself? Well, I probably would have done that if that was so easy to do, but it's not easy to do. It's not set up for people like me to have a dispensary. It's set up for, your politicians, best friends, and all their buddies to, it's made for them to prosper, not the small town guys. So that's one reason. They say, well, they got the micro. That's supposed to be for everybody. Show me one micro dispensary or business that's, successful right now. There's one here in town, and from what I heard, it's struggling. So I mean, it's crazy. It's monopoly. It ain't right. It's time for us to speak up on it. We've been posting about it and speaking on this matter for a long time, but now this bill has been signed and it's going to this bill has been approved and it's going up to the governor to get signed. And we need everyone throughout Missouri, if you think this ain't right, write them a letter. You even got to be from Missouri. If you're from Illinois or Arkansas and you come up and you swap over and you cross the state line to come over for the weekend or whatever, if you think this ain't right, this is what we're doing. This is how we're going to fight back. Freedom of speech. We're trying to flood that capital with letters. We're trying to flood, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore when, a couple dollies worth of letters come rolling up to the governor's desk. It's our time and we need your help. All of y'all's help. It's real matters going on here in Missouri.